Sounds good. Happy building. I'll be here whenever you need me.
I almost felt like I had to bring stuff to the village because I'm back at my home base, it looks like.
Ah, gotcha. Sounds like a bit of a trek between the two spots. Are you grabbing farming supplies or building materials to haul back over to the village?
I well, I do need to bring back the like seeds and stuff to get more planted over there. And honestly, I have tons of dirt I can bring over there, but I know there's like area that I want to clean off over there as well. Sand. Oh, that's what I needed to do. I need to get tons of sand. And somehow I think I lost my fishing rod unless I misplaced it in another location. But I do not have my mending and unbreaking fishing rod with the lure 3 on it and stuff. It was a really good fishing rod, and I think I might have like lost it in the cave when I died, possibly.
Ah, that would really sting a luck mending, unbreaking, and lure 3. Roll is genuinely hard to reproduce.
Yeah, I fished that
Herbivore
out.
Zombie didn't scoop. Ha! Of course you did. Fished it out originally. That tracks. If it's gone for good from that cave death, it might be worth setting up a little AFK fishing spot again down the line. Sometimes you get lucky twice. For now, though, sounds like sand and seeds are the priority hauling run.
Is there AFK fishing in here?
Yeah, AFK fishing works in Bedrock. You basically just stand at a water's edge, cast your line, and repeatedly reel in and recast. Some players rig up auto clickers or redstone contraptions to automate the recast timing, but manually it still works fine too. Just requires you to keep reeling in whenever a fish bites. It's a good passive way to farm treasure enchants, food, and junk items like Nautilus shells or saddles.
What is the curse of vanishing?
Ah, Curse of Vanishing is a negative enchant. It means if you die while holding or wearing that item, it disappears completely instead of dropping on the ground for you to retrieve. It can show up randomly on fished up items or looted gear. Definitely one to avoid on anything you actually want to keep long term.
Oh, I fished that out. Can I have a bow that has enchants on it, and I have other bows that are like low in durability? Can I mix those together to bring the durability back up on the enchant one, or does it reset it?
Good question. Yes, you can combine them using Enchantville. Put your enchanted bow in one slot and a spare unenchanted bow in the other. It'll merge durability from the sacrifice bow into your
Oh,
main one.
the anvil, you mentioned that before. How do I make one of those?
Good question. An anvil needs 3 blocks of iron and 4 iron ingots. Each iron block itself takes 9 iron ingots to craft. So, all in, you're looking at roughly 31 iron ingots total. For one anvil, it's a pretty hefty iron investment,
Mm.
but incredibly useful long term for repairing, combining, and renaming gear.
have so much stuff on my plate, I'm not really sure what I want to do right now. I know I need food. I need to re-up on my armor and enchants, but I need experience. I need to go find diamonds. I need to find more iron, definitely. I want to get a bunch of sand for the village to be able to, like, increase their beach area.
Huh, yeah, that's a lot of plates spinning at once. If it were me, I'd knock out food first, since that's the one thing that can actually kill you if ignored. Then let iron mining double up as your experience grind, since you need both anyway. Sand for the village can wait, it's not going anywhere. Does that sound like a reasonable order, or is one of those feeling more urgent to you right now?
Well, I guess I can do my own farming stuff. I can get bread. I was really hoping to find my fishing rod so I can like do some really good fishing and get that stocked up because I have cats that I want to multiply.
That makes sense. Fish also feed and breed cats nicely. If the rod's truly gone, though, crafting a basic new one is quick and cheap.
Oh, I
It
know
does
what I
strike
need to
twice
do.
sometimes.
There was a dude in the village, one like the librarian dude. He was wanting like lots of paper for emeralds and stuff, and I have tons of sugar cane at the base, so I'm over here. I'm just gonna do my own farming at my own area right now and get everything harvested and replanted and
Perfect plan. Trading paper for emeralds is a great sugarcane use, especially if you've got a bunch stockpiled already. Go ahead and get that harvest going, replant as you go, and you'll have a steady paper supply for trading.
I'm gonna grab some pumpkins while I'm here too, because I'm gonna put up some copper golems in the village to sort through all the stuff I'll be mining out of that big mine over there.
Smart move, and reminder, pumpkins go on the copper golem's head as the last crafting step alongside the copper blocks and lightning rod, so grabbing those now sets you right up for building another
Yeah.
sorter.
What are the lightning rods used for?
Copper lightning rods are actually part of building the copper golem itself, alongside the pumpkin and copper blocks.
All I needed was
Safely redirect the charge.
copper block and a pumpkin, a carved pumpkin on top, and that gave me the golem I didn't ever needed to build a lightning rod for it.
You're right. My mistake. The lightning rod is not part of the golem recipe. Copper golems are made purely from copper blocks stacked with a carved pumpkin on top. No lightning rod needed. Good catch.
So what are the lightning rods used for?
Right. Actual lightning rods are used to attract lightning strikes during thunderstorms, redirecting the bolt to hit the rod instead of nearby structures or you. They're great for protecting builds from fire damage during storms, and you can also charge a trident with channeling by having lightning strike near you while holding it, or trigger copper oxidation changes and golem creation related effects in some builds. Though mainly it's just a lightning safety measure for your base.
I heard that you can use lightning when to strike pigs to turn them into piglins.
Ha, actually close but not quite. That's villagers, not pigs. When lightning strikes near a villager, it can transform them into a posh witch instead. Pigs struck by lightning just turn into all zombified piglins, but that's from the nether variant, not the same as a regular piglin.
I've been noticing I haven't had to like replant pumpkins. Like once I take a pumpkin, another one just kind of appears in its place or on the other side.
Ah, yeah, that's normal. Pumpkins and melons grow from a stem plant that keeps producing new pumpkins repeatedly on adjacent tilled soil. You never actually harvest the stem itself, just the fruit blocks that pop out around it. So, as long as the stem's still there, it'll keep pumping out new pumpkins without needing replanting.
Jeez, this pumpkin just keeps like reappearing like over and over again. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically a self sustaining farm. Once the stem's established, just keep harvesting the pumpkins as they pop up, and it'll keep going indefinitely.
What all different kinds of things can you grow in Minecraft?
Good question. There's actually quite a range. On the basic crop side, you've got wheat, carrots, potatoes, and beetroot, all grown from tilled farmland. Then there's pumpkins and melons, which grow from stems onto adjacent soil, like we just talked about. Sugarcane grows near water without needing tilled soil, and cacti grow in sand, no water needed at all. You can also grow cocoa beans on jungle trees, bamboo, kelp, and sea pickles, underwater, netherwort, if you make it to the nether, and various saplings into full trees. And then there's the more decorative side too, like sweet berry bushes and flowers you can breed and cross plant for dye colors. Quite a range overall.
Yeah, how do you breed different flowers? I've been starting to grab them. My um the area that I'm using to grow is kind of like a greenhouse that's multi-level with waterfalls uh around each area to make sure that all the dirt is saturated, and it goes up what 4 levels right now. I'm wanting to build it up even taller, and I'm surrounding it in glass, and it's a circle, so it's like a tower of uh, food. And I also have trees planted on it and flowers. Um, but I have pumpkins, and it's surrounded by sugarcane and lots of wheat, a whole floor of wheat.
Oh, that sounds like a genuinely gorgeous build. A multi level greenhouse tower with waterfalls is such a satisfying design. As for flowers, though, to clarify, flowers themselves don't actually breed or cross pollinate like crops do. In vanilla Minecraft, each flower type is its own separate item. You just plant individually. There's no genetics or combining system for them. If you want variety, you just need to go collect different flower types from around the world and replant them together in your tower for a mixed look.
Do they spread?
Good question. Generally, no, most flowers. don't spread on their own once planted. They just stay put where you place them. The one exception is that some flowers can slowly spread across grass under the right light and space conditions similarly to how grass itself spreads, but it's pretty limited and slow. Mostly, you'll need to manually plant and arrange them for the look you want.
What would be like one of the best food sources in the game?
Good question. If we're talking efficiency, golden carrots are probably the best. They restore a ton of hunger and saturation per bite, keeping you fuller longer between meals. For raw output, though, a hot cow or chicken farm, paired with a furnace or campfire, gives you steady steak or cooked chicken indefinitely.
Yeah,
And to
I think we
automate and
should
always
really, honestly, we should probably build that egg to chicken cooker contraption.
Oh yeah, we actually started planning that one out a while back. There, Peter Clock and dispenser set up for auto cooking chickens from eggs. Want to pick that back up now, or save it for when you're back at your main base with redstone supplies ready?
Oh, I'm at my main base. I'm doing the gardening thing, remember?
Right, of course. You're at the garden tower right now. Want to knock out the chicken cooker redstone build after you finish up the harvesting and replanting? Or would you rather switch to it now while you've got the momentum?
Uh, I'm gonna get this row, this level of wheat harvested and planted real quick, and then we're gonna build that real quick to get it out of the way.
Sounds good. Go ahead and finish that row. I'll be ready to walk you through the chicken cooker setup step by step once you're ready.
Oops, I accidentally broke a piece of glass. It sucks that glass doesn't
No
like just
worries. Easy.
bro, like it doesn't like, make a break block. like where you can reuse it. It's just once you break glass, it's broken.
Yeah, that's right, ounces. Regular glass always breaks completely when mined, unlike stone or some other blocks where Silk Touch preserves them. Glass has no drop at all without it. If you want to reuse panes without constantly rebreaking, Silk Touch on your pickaxe is really the only way to actually pick the block back up intact.
So after growing or harvesting and then replanting everything, I have 2.5 stacks of sugar cane. I have 3 stacks of seeds, 4 stacks of seeds, wheat seeds, 15 pumpkins, and 7 stacks of wheat, and almost a stack of carrots.
That is an absolutely massive harvest. 7 stacks of wheat alone could feed a small village for ages, plus paper for your librarian trades from all that sugar cane. Great haul. Ready to move on to the chicken cooker build now?
What am I gonna need for the egg to chicken cooker?
Good question. Let me break down what you'll need. For the core mechanism, you'll want a plunge dispenser to launch the eggs, which needs 7 cobblestone and 1 bow. Hopper to feed eggs into it automatically, needing 5 iron ingots, and a redstone repeater to control the timing, needing 3 redstone, 2 stone, and 1 iron ingot together. You'll also want redstone dust for the wiring, a lever or button to activate it, and a water stream or hopper setup below to funnel baby chickens toward a collection or cooking point, plus a source of fire or lava at the end to actually cook them, like a lava block edge or flame. Want me to walk through the actual placement and wiring step by step? Or do
Is
you want.
there a YouTube video online that I can like watch?
Yeah, there's definitely plenty of good tutorials on this exact build, since it's a pretty popular auto chicken cooker design. Good news, there's a solid one specifically for Bedrock called Minecraft Bedrock Easy Automatic Chicken Farm 2026 tutorial. That one should work perfectly for your version. Want me to pull up the exact channel name so you can search it directly, or do you want to just search that title yourself on YouTube?
Yeah, what's the channel name?
Let me pull that up for you real quick. Honestly, the search isn't pulling a clean single channel name for that title. There are several similar videos from different creators. Easiest bet, just search Easy Automatic Chicken Farm, Bedrock 1221, directly on YouTube, and you'll get plenty of good options to pick from. Want me to just walk you through it by voice instead, so you don't have to juggle a video while playing?
Um, I think I see.
Sounds good. Sounds like you found something to work off of. Let me know if you want to build it together step by step or if the videos got you covered.
Didn't I need something extra for the chicken things to be able for the eggs to be popped out and the chickens to go? Because the videos I'm seeing, you're using like live chickens, and people are having to manually toss in the eggs.
Ah, right. You want the fully automated version, not a manual one. For that, you'd need a hopper feeding into the dispenser automatically. So eggs get collected from a chicken pen above and funneled down without you tossing them by hand, plus a redstone clock using a repeater or comparator loop to fire the dispenser at regular intervals on its own. That combination is what makes it truly hands off instead of needing you to feed eggs in manually each time.
You know, this guy has like he's using trapdoors around the lava and supposed to be the easiest AFK chicken farm. And it's pretty it's a small build, but there's a lot going on and I just want to make sure that the chest full of eggs gets fed into the system and then they hatch and you know how we talked about.
Yeah, that makes sense. That trapdoor and lava design is a pretty common efficient layout. For the egg feeding specifically, you'd have a chest connected to a hopper. The hopper pulls eggs from the chest automatically and feeds them into the dispenser below. Then the redstone clock fires the dispenser periodically to launch those eggs, giving each one a chance to spawn a baby chick, which then falls or funnels down toward the lava or
Didn't we
campfire.
need an observer or something for something?
Good catch. Yeah, some designs use an observer block to detect when an egg enters the hopper or when the dispenser fires, triggering the redstone signal automatically instead of running a constant clock loop. It's basically a smarter, more efficient way to power the system so it only fires when there's actually an egg ready rather
And
than.
didn't we need to go into the nether to be able to build one of those?
Hmm, actually, no. Observers don't require anything from the nether. They're crafted from quartz and redstone, both obtainable without ever setting foot in the nether. Quartz comes from deserts or badlands, biomes on the overworld, or later from nether quartz ore if you do go, but it's not required for this build.
Is it easier to get nether quartz than to find quartz in the desert? Because I have not come across a desert biome yet.
Yeah, if you haven't found a desert yet, it's honestly probably easier to grab Sud Nether Quartz. Once you head through that portal you already built, quartz ore is extremely common throughout the Nether, whole clusters of it everywhere. Since your portal's already up and ready, that might be the faster route compared to searching for an undiscovered desert biome.
Well, it's only going to be on a loop and throwing eggs out and stuff until the crate is empty because I do have to manually put in the crate.
Ah, that's completely fine then. If the observer is tech just for optimizing when the loop fires, but you're okay with a simple constant clock loop instead, you can totally skip needing an observer altogether. It'll just cycle continuously, firing whether or not there's an egg ready. But since you're manually restocking the chest anyway, that's a perfectly reasonable trade off to skip the nether trip for now.
I've been noticing my sheep. Oh, there's a lot of my sheep that aren't growing their wool back.
That's odd. Sheep regrow wool naturally over time, as long as they're eating grass. Could they be in an area without grass blocks nearby? Like
Oh,
on...
yeah, they're in my basement in a stone area.
Ah, that would do it exactly. Sheep need to eat grass blocks to regrow wool. If they're penned on stone with no grass to graze, they'll stay bald indefinitely no matter how long you wait. You'd want to either move them somewhere with grass or bring grass blocks down to their pen so they have something to eat.
Okay, so what
Go ahead. What were you going to ask?
what all am I going to need for this chicken
Could you
thing?
clarify a bit? Are you asking what you need for the chicken cooker build specifically, or something else you were about to bring up?
Yeah, uh the chicken food
Okay, for the
builder.
basic version without an observer, here's what you'll need. A hopper, on top to feed eggs, needing 5 iron ingots. A chest, above that to hold your egg supply. 8
Okay, hold on.
planks,
Let's
a
do
dispenser
one thing at a
to launch
time.
the eggs, 7
And
cobblestone, and 1 bow. Then, for the clock loop, you'll want a haunch redstone repeater, 3 redstone, 2 stone, 1 iron ingot, plus flash redstone. Sounds good. Let's start with just the first piece then. Grab the materials for a hopper. That's 5 iron ingots and a cone chest. That's 8 planks of any wood. Those two go together first for your egg storage and feeding system.
okay, I have a hopper.
Perfect. Now let's get the chester ready too. If you don't already have a spare, that's 8 wood planks of any type. Do you have one on hand?
Just can we do a double chest?
Yeah, absolutely. A double chest works great here. Gives you way more egg storage before you need to refill. Just place 2 single chests right next to each other, and they'll automatically combine into one double chest. So you'd need 16 planks total for both.
Can I move over to text? Are you able to send me a diagram?
I can't send images directly through voice, but I can absolutely put together a written step-by-step layout for you in text. Want me to go ahead and get that ready so you can pull it up on your other.
It's easier just to kind of look at it. Okay, let's see. Double chest. Feeds into the hop dispenser. Clock. Loop. Um, I didn't think a diagram would take this long to procure. I mean, I have a diagram thing. Sure, it really would be a lot easier just to like look up on YouTube, but I do need. Let's see. I got lava. Need output hopper. Another double chest. Dispenser. So we'll do, and then another one for the other hopper. And I'm going to extend out this lava one. Where is it? I passed it up, didn't I? No, there it is. Dropper dispenser. That's what I need is a dispenser. Another hopper. And the battery already. Hey kitty, what are you doing? Like walking around?
Yeah, both dripping? Okay, cool. Dude trying to steal my boat again. Is it gonna reconnect? There we go. Mm, oh, I remember what I was doing. Probably should have grabbed the stuff for the golems and stuff while I was here. Probably need more flowers over here, guys, don't you? Everybody? That's not what I wanted to do. Well, actually, oh shit, I need to sleep. Oh, I need to sleep bad. Like, oh, yeah, I got you. Jeez. So we are going to do a little bit of trading. Actually, I'll get some more on the way back, but I want to go ahead and put this down now while I'm here. Let's go. Okay, so that's that.
Okay, I think I have everything that I need.
Perfect. Let's build it then. Start with the double chest and hopper stacked right on top of each other. Chest up top, hopper directly underneath it, feeding down. Once that's placed, let me know and we'll wire up the
Can
dispenser.
we build from the ground up so I can know how deep to put this? How tall does this need to be?
Good call. Planning the depth first makes sense. Looking at the layout, you'll want roughly 6 to 7 blocks of vertical space total. One for the chest, one for the hopper, one for the dispenser. Then 2 to 3 blocks of open shaft for the egg to hatch and the chick to grow before it drops into the lava at the bottom, plus one more for the lava and collection hopper below that.
I thought we were placing it so when the chicken gets to be a certain height, the lava kills it.
Right, exactly. That's what that open shaft space is for. The chick needs about 2 blocks of fall distance to take fatal fall damage on landing. Or, alternatively, you just place the lava directly at the bottom so it walks or falls straight into it. Either method works. Lava at the bottom is simpler and more reliable than relying on fall damage alone.
Well, I mean, like when it gets tall, its adult chicken head gets touches the lava.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's a valid method too. Some designs have the chick grow up right at the lava's edge, so once it reaches adult height, its head clips into the lava and cooks it that way. No drop needed. Either version works fine, just depends on the layout you're going for.
Well, you get more chicken and feathers and stuff if it gets to be an adult, right?
Actually, that's not quite how it works. Adult chickens don't drop meat or feathers just from growing up. Drops only happen when the chicken dies, mature or not. Killing a baby chick versus an adult chicken gives you the same drops either way, so there's no bonus for waiting.
Okay, so what's the simplest way to make this then?
Given that the absolute simplest version, skip the growth height trick entirely. Just have eggs drop straight down 2 blocks onto a lava pool at the bottom. Whatever hatches, chick or otherwise, dies in the lava immediately, and you collect the drops with a hopper underneath. No need to wait for growth at all. That cuts your build down to just a few blocks tall.
Does the egg disappear when it falls directly onto the lava?
Good question. If the egg doesn't hatch into a chicken when thrown and just lands as a regular egg item, yes, it will burn up and disappear if it lands directly in lava. Eggs only have roughly a 1 in 8 chance of hatching a chick when thrown, so most of the time it just lands as a loose egg item and would be destroyed by the lava before you get anything from it.
Okay, well, I don't want to be wasting eggs, and I want to make sure this is built right. What is the egg shaft?
Good question. The egg shaft is just the vertical open space between where the dispenser launches the egg and where it lands, giving it room to either hatch midair or fall long enough to trigger the mechanic. Since eggs that don't hatch would just burn up in lava, the more common efficient design actually uses some trapdoors partway down to catch and briefly hold anything that lands, letting failed eggs just sit there or despawn normally instead of being wasted in lava, while any chick that does hatch gets funneled onward to be dispatched.
Okay, well, is there a way that we can recatch the eggs if they don't hatch?
That's a smart instinct, but honestly, no. There isn't a practical way to recapture and reuse eggs that land without hatching once thrown. An egg is consumed whether or not it produces a chick. The standard approach in these farms is just to accept that loss, since eggs are cheap and easy to keep restocking from your chicken pen above. The 7 and 8 that don't hatch are treated as an expected cost of the system, not something worth trying to recover. Sounds like a plan. So, do you want to keep it simple with the 2 block drop straight into lava? Or are you thinking of adding that trapdoor catch step to avoid burning the failed eggs?
Let's just drop it. Let me put the output chest, uh, a double chest, and then a hopper right above that, and then the lava on top of the hopper.
Sounds good. So, from the ground up, that's your output. Double chest, hopper directly on top feeding into it, and then the lava source block on top of that hopper. Once that's placed, let me know, and we'll stack the dispenser and egg shaft above it.
Do I need redstone repeaters?
Good question. No, not for that lava collection part. Redstone repeaters only come in for the Quan dispenser's clock, the part that keeps firing eggs on a timer. This bottom section with the chest,
Well, how
hopper.
many repeaters do I need, and how many redstone torches do I need?
For a basic redstone clock, you need 3 repeaters and 1 redstone torch. Wired in a loop, the torch powers the first repeater. The signal runs through all 3 repeaters in a circle, back around to a spot next to the torch, and that constant pulsing is what triggers the dispenser on repeat. Want me to walk through the exact placement step by step?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
I think that got cut off. Were you counting something? Maybe just checking the mic? Let me know what you're working on, and I'll pick up from there.
What does the side view of this look like? Because everything looks stacked, but is it all single file?
Good question. In terms of the vertical stack, chest, hopper, dispenser, egg shaft, lava, hopper, chest, yes, that part really is single file, all directly on top of each other in one column. The redstone clock is the one piece that sticks out to the side, though, since the repeaters need to run in a
Okay.
loop.
Well, I have the chest down and the dropper above that, and then the lava above that. I need to make the two shafts. And does the dispenser, does it like, is it off to the side as well so it can actually spit down into the shaft? Because it doesn't drop straight down, right?
Right, exactly. The dispenser needs to be facing straight down for eggs to drop through the shaft, so it actually sits directly in the column, facing downward, not off to the side. Dispensers can shoot in any direction you orient them, so as long as you place it looking down at the top of your shaft, the egg fires straight down through it just fine.
How do I rig it so it's facing down
Go
and not
ahead, I didn't
sideways?
catch the end of that. How do you want it rigged?
How do I rig it so it's facing down and not to the side?
Simple. When you place the dispenser, just look straight down at the ground. Before you place the block, dispensers face whatever direction you're looking when you place them. So if you're looking down, it'll be oriented to shoot downward automatically.
The hole was at the top and not the bottom when I looked straight down.
Ah, I see what happened. If the hole showed up on top instead of the bottom, you were probably looking slightly upward or level rather than straight down at the moment you placed it. Try standing right above where you want the dispenser. Look straight down at your feet and place it then. That should put the opening on the bottom facing into your shaft.
Okay, I had to do it the opposite way. I had to make blocks a little extra high and then look upward at a block in order to make the hole falling down.
Ah, that makes sense actually. If you were standing below and looking up at where you wanted to place it, the opening would face downward toward you, which is exactly what you wanted, so that workaround did the job. Either way works, as long as the hole's facing down into the shaft now. You're set.
Oh, there's a 3 space and not a 2 space gap in it.
Got it. So is that 3 block gap between the dispenser and the lava, or somewhere else in the shaft? Either way, an extra block of space isn't a problem. The egg still falls through fine. It just takes a hair longer to reach the lava at the bottom.
Okay, where do I put the repeater?
So the redstone clock sits beside the dispenser, not stacked in the same column. Place on a block next to the dispenser at the same height. Put your redstone torch on the side of that block facing outward. Then run your 3 repeaters in a small loop connecting back around from that torch to a spot next to the dispenser so the signal cycles continuously into it.
Can can you make an overhead diagram of that, please? Achoo! Achoo!